Hello subscribers. This week we're talking about feminist role models, and I am really pleased and really honoured to be following our new Wednesday dame Subi, who is amazing, and we hope that you all love her as much as we do. So, role models. This week's topic has actually been a lot more difficult for me than I thought it would be, because there are so many women I can think of who have done amazing things and are incredibly inspirational. But the only role models that I really hold are people that I actually know in real life. So I'm going to get incredibly sentimental and talk to you about some of the women that I'm lucky enough to know and have really had a big impact on the way I approach feminism. So, first of all, my mum. She is really an amazing woman, an amazing person. Before I even knew what feminism was, from when I was like, a wee little nipper, my mum showed me how strong women are and how strong women can be. She's had a lot of really tough stuff to deal with, but she's done it all without ever once complaining. And at the same time, she's always had just time for me and time to ask how me and all my sisters are and take care of us as well, which I think is really impressive and just incredible. She showed me how to be brave, and she showed me how to love people and how to take care of people that you love. She instilled a really strong principle of fairness in me from a very early age, and she taught me that nobody should ever be put down because of unfair reasons. Like, nobody should be put down because of their gender or their race or their class or their sexuality. She taught me that beauty is not about makeup and what you wear and what you buy. She taught me that beauty is really about who you are and what you do and how you treat people. And she never shamed me, and she never body policed me. She never said to me oh, you're not going out like that, or that top's too low cut, that skirt's too short. And she never said, I don't want you and your boyfriends up in your room by yourselves. She just said, you look amazing and you'll do what you want to do, and that is absolutely fine. And she taught me really about feminism and about what it is and what it should be before I even had a name for it. Secondly, my sisters. My sisters have been really influential role models for me and have really been big inspirations. They run around the world being incredible political activists and amazing artists, and they still have the time to check in with me and ask me how I am and just goof around with me and do stupid stuff. They showed me how to be a strong and independent person, but they also showed me how to open yourself up to other people and the importance of making yourself vulnerable to others. They showed me how to see other girls and women not as competitors and people I should be jealous of, but how to see them as allies and potential friends. And they gave me self-esteem. They told me I was beautiful and smart, and they were the first people I ever believed when they said that. They always stood up for me, no matter what the circumstances. And I think more importantly, they've taught me to stand up for myself and be brave and confident, and not to pay attention to what other people think. They've lent me tons of feminist books and literature and music, and they've taken me to events, and just they both know so much, and they really educated me, I guess, more academically about feminism. But basically they just helped me develop my confidence to be able to say, hey, I'm a feminist, and I think that that's really cool, because especially doing that when you're a teenager kind of puts you in line for a lot of shit. But they taught me how to deal with that, and they helped me cope and kept me smiling. Also, another one of my big feminist heroes is Emily, our Friday dame. We started going out for what we called feminist coffee mornings. Normally they were actually feminist milkshake mornings, about 2 years ago. And the first time we went, we spent 3 hours over one drink, just discussing absolutely everything. under the sun. I can tell her every little insecurity and nagging doubt I have about myself, and she will completely understand and talk it through with me and support me and reassure me, and she's given so much time to me. She's really brave, and she's really just a beautiful person. And I know this sounds sort of like a bit stupid, and I hope it doesn't sound patronising, but she's really mature. She's really independent, and like she's so much more responsible and like reasoned than I am, and often I feel like she's another big sister to me who's just like taking care of me. She gives really great, really like sensible advice, and I don't know if I can just ever really thank her enough for her friendship and the fact that like together by ourselves we created, just the two of us, this like consciousness raising, like safe feminist space, where like just over a cup of coffee or a milkshake I could unveil every insecurity I have, like things about my body, my relationships, how frustrating and how powerless and degrading it can be just to be a woman in our society sometimes. And I wouldn't be laughed at, and I wouldn't be dismissed. I would be heard and understood, and just to be able to talk really openly and frankly about the pressures that we put on women in our society is like a really valuable and a really important thing. And I don't think we should underestimate just how like I think like a really basic and fundamental thing of like being a feminist is like having a place where you can have discussions like that, because otherwise I would have just flipped out and not been able to cope. I have other real life people that I would love to talk about if I wasn't quite conscious of how long I've already spent being sentimental. So I also really recommend that you go and watch Audrey's guest vlog for us that she did in Slut Shaming Week. It's in the Slut Shaming playlist, and you will understand why she is a hero to me too. And I'm sorry that I've spent this entire vlog talking about, you know, people that I know, not people that you know, not sort of like accessible figures. I'm sorry that this has been quite personal and probably uninteresting, but I thought, you know, I have these amazing women surrounding me who have been just such a big influence on me, bigger than anyone else. It just didn't seem fair or right that I would talk about people I don't know who really haven't had as much of an impact as these women I see every day. And I thought, you know what, I'm not really sure if I've ever told them how much I love and appreciate them, so what better way to do it than non-directly via YouTube. So yeah, see you next week.